everyone, welcome back to the Pale Article, and today I'm going to be doing a little review on the Bondi Sands Tanning Mousse. Now this is because recently I've been starting to notice that I'm still very pale, and other friends of mine have been looking at tanning themselves because they feel like it, and they're also very pale. So I wanted to just share with you guys what my favourite tanning product is. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you that I'm not a tanning professional. I'm new to the tanning thing, and I'm more into my gradual tans, the things that you can build on and are more natural, that just kind of give your skin a glow. So when I was looking for tanning mousses, because I feel like mousses are a better option, I was looking for something that gave a good natural colour, that lasted a while, and something that wasn't too overly expensive as well, because student life, I'm poor. So this video is just going to be me talking about how I came to find Bondi Sands, and also a little review on the product. It's not going to be as in-depth as they are on my WordPress blog, so hopefully you will enjoy and find this useful. So when I was looking for a tanning product, I went to my flatmate who tans quite regularly, because she thinks she's pale. I don't think she is, but she thinks she's pale and she feels like she should use tanning all the time, which is fair enough. It's totally a personal decision. So I went to her because she knows a lot about tanning and the best ways to kind of go about it. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well. Now what she said to me is that she uses Bondi Sands, and she said that it's the best one because it gives a great colour, it gives a great evenness, it's not streaky, and the mousse is really easy to put on. So I went for that option, but there are a lot of other good options out there. We also talked about St. Moritz, which is the cheaper version of the Saint Tropez, which is also really good. The Rimmel London one is also really good, I've heard. Now these things I've not tried. As you probably know, I've tried the Rimmel London Instant and Gradual Tan. Now I wasn't a fan of that because it came off, but I haven't tried just the self-tanning product. So, I don't know, that's one I'll probably try out soon. But those are all other great products, but she recommended personally Bondi Sands. So that's the product I went for. This is a bit dirty because I've used it quite a few times and I'm a very messy tanner. But this is the Bondi Sands Self-Tanning Foam Light to Medium, and it also says on the front salon quality formula, and it has a coconut scent, and it's made in Australia. The idea of the fact that it was made in Australia makes me feel more inclined to purchase it, only because when it comes to the skin, they live in such a hot climate and a very humid climate most of the time. I don't know what it's like in all parts of Australia obviously, but I feel like that's more reliable because they make this for Australian people, for people that want to have an extra added bit to their tan. And it's the same with moisturisers and sun cream and things that are quite vital as well to your skin. It's nice to know that you can get the Australian products that have been specially made for people living in that climate and bringing it back over here. So I was more inclined to get this. This is a 200ml, and I've used it twice, twice, and I've still got a ton in there. And there's several ways you can use this. You can either put it on, leave it for an hour, wash it off, and then get just a glow from the product, or you can put it on, leave it on overnight, then wash it off the next day, and that gives you a deeper colour. Or you can go for the option of putting a layer on. If you think it's not dark enough, putting another layer on top of that half an hour later, and then washing it off the next morning. So there's a few options there. It's not like you have to put it on and then that's it. It's how you want it, basically. It's a personal choice. But I really enjoyed using this, and I think it came out really beautifully. Being a non-self tanner with eczema, I was inclined to try it a few times and see what was best for when I had eczema or dry skin. So I'm going to talk about that in a bit, but I'll just quickly talk about, I'll go through the stages of a review, how I'd usually do it. So first of all is packaging. Now, as you can see, the packaging is pretty simple. It's a lovely brand. It's very clean, tidy. It's got the Australian symbols, but it's very tidy. It gives you a step-by-step breakdown of what you need to do on the back, and also it's got the pump, mousse pump on the top, and it's very easy to use. The only thing I would say about when you're using this is that because I used the wrong mitt, I got a Sultan mitt because it was cheaper. The mitt allowed the product to go through and onto my hands. So every time that I was using it, I was getting product on my hand and it was slipping, which is why it's so messy. So I definitely recommend, if you're using this product, get a mitt that doesn't let the product go through onto your hands, because you'll get dark hands, like orange. Ugh, horrible. Get one that is either for this product in particular, or that you've used before if you're a regular user and you can trust it. But that's the only thing I'd say about the packaging, is if you get it on your hands, it's quite slippery. So that's that. Price. Now, in terms of the price, it's not actually that bad. It's between £12 or £15. I think I got it from Feel Unique online, and it was about £12. So I was happy with that. I didn't think it was too bad. I think for the product you're getting, how much you're getting, the result that you get from it, is definitely a good price. There are more expensive tanners out there, but this one is sort of the medium range. The Rimmel London ones are about £7 or £8, and this one, if in theory, is only about £5 more. So the price of this really isn't going to break the bank. It's a good price. So the next thing is application. Now, as I said before, the application is messy if you don't have the right mitt. If you don't have the right mitt, it can go through onto your hands, it won't blend properly, and you have to work on it for longer. So definitely get yourself a good mitt. When I was applying this, the product itself was so lovely. It just glided across the skin and was very easy to absorb. I think because of the mitt I was using, it took me longer to blend the streaks out, because when you first apply it, obviously you have quite a lot of product on the mitt, and then you're basically massaging it in. So I definitely recommend that you get a good mitt. You bend your elbows, your hands and your knees when you're doing it. So when you're doing your elbow, just bend it into this sort of shape and do your elbows that way, because what you don't want to do is to have a straight arm, and then when you've done it and you open your arm, you have white streaks. And it's the same for your knees and your hands. So just look, you don't have to like clench your fist, but like loosely bend your fingers and just go over like that. Make sure you get into all the little creases. But don't put too much on your hands, because the only issue is you'll either get white bits, so white streaks from where you've not put any product on your knuckles, or you'll either get loads of product in the creases. So I'd definitely be careful of that. It's a balance that you have to find for yourself. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is the results that I got from it. Now, the first time I tried it was my trial run. I wanted to see what colour I got. I wanted to see whether the products that I was using for my skin would affect the colour that I got from the product. What I found is that the colour was amazing. The finish was lovely. What happens is this product actually has a green undertone in it, which might sound a bit weird, but other products also have this orangey, reddy undertone to it, which makes it come out with the orange tone if you put too much on. So this product is great because the green cancels out the orange and makes it look more natural, in my opinion anyway. Some people don't like it. I know other YouTubers like Carly Bybel don't like it because they don't like the undertones. I need to find out which one she uses, because she uses one that's like a white cream, you just rub it in and it develops overnight, and that's it, you don't really have to do anything. So I need to find out what that is. But this one gives off a great colour, great finish if you use the right mint, and in terms of how long it lasted quite a while. It lasted all week and it was an amazing colour all week. It just slowly faded, and that was also due to the products that I was using. I was using my my Nivea in shower cream, and that kind of broke down the product and made it fade a little bit faster. The second time I tried it, I actually used the Body Shop Mango body butter, and I think that worked a little bit better. It didn't make it fade as quickly. So definitely think about which products you're using. You can get the, I think it's like a moisturising lotion in like a blue canister similar to this, and that's what Bondi Sands have created to help keep your tan looking great and skin moisturised without breaking down the colour. So next time I try it, I'm definitely going to give that product a go as well, and I'll let you know how that gets on. But today we're focusing on this. So results, great, no real problem with them. So the next thing would be eczema friendly, or sensitive skin friendly. So I definitely, when you apply your fake tan, do not do anything that could irritate your skin and make your eczema break out. For the first few days before you put your tan on, moisturise like crazy, because that can help keep your skin nice and moisturised and soft. So when you apply the product, it's easier for the product to absorb, because when you have dry skin, the dry skin absorbs the product and it sucks all the colour in. So when I did it, I ended up getting brown spots where I had dry skin and eczema, and it looked a bit weird. I'm not going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. It looked really bizarre. So the step by step that I did and it came out really nicely, was I went in the shower, I used a body scrub just to get rid of any excess skin. I put a moisturiser on when I got out. So I actually used the body butter again, actually, I think. I used the body butter and the mango body lotion and moistened up my skin. And on the areas that I knew in particular I had eczema and dry skin, I actually put Vaseline. That sounds a bit weird, but I put Vaseline on. And so when I put it on, it not only gave me a great colour, but the Vaseline and the moisture that I put onto my skin then prevented me from getting those brown dots. I think the colour would have been darker if I was using the darker colour of the product, or if I hadn't put the Vaseline on, only because it's so greasy. But I was fine with the colour because I wanted just a natural glow. I didn't want anything that was just too dark, because I'm a pale person. It would look weird if I turned up the next day looking tanned and bronzed, and there's nothing wrong with turning up bronzed, but personally I'm proud of the fact that I'm pale, hence why I started to blog about it. So in terms of eczema, it doesn't really irritate it. You can find ways to get around getting blotchy skin from the fake tan clumping into the drying bits. It's fine, it's perfectly fine. And you can also try those little things with other fake tans as well, so it's not just to this product. You can moisturise and body butter and Vaseline your body with everything. Just give it a go. It's a matter of finding what works for you, and that's what works for me, because I get the result that I want. Yeah. For the Bondi Sands, I definitely recommend this to everybody. I think I've covered everything that I did when I was trying to fake tan, and how it like worked with my skin, and the things that I would do again if I was fake tanning. So I hope you found this useful, and if you have any comments, queries, questions, then don't be afraid just to pop a question in the comment box below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.